I've got Filip Weymans with me. Filip is Director of Marketing for the Labels and Packaging Division at Xeikon. And Xeikon is the other press manufacturer that has technology in the package printing workshop here at Label Expo 2013. Actually has a Xeikon 3000 press. There's going to be printing cartons, Filip. Now that's quite a departure for perhaps the label converters who expect to see digital technology printing labels here. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. Well, if you look to Xeikon, the last 5 years we introduced a new technology, being the Xeikon 3000 machines. And as digital printing itself was fitted very well with the market of self-adhesive labels, we've also chosen in 2008 to focus on that market and in a later stage develop and build on the experiences that printers ourselves, but also brand owners have with digital printing. So in the last years, now that we have a very successful base in the label market, which is further expanding, we've also decided to develop newer applications where the folding carton is just one of them.
And the job that you're doing here, I think, is quite an interesting one with a brand of honey.
Yeah, indeed. We're building further on jobs that we've done in the past with labels, and we created now actually what we call the My Moment folding carton, which can contain in total 3 different jars with the of honey, and that is what we have further developed. Now at the show, we're not only doing the printing itself, but we try to make the most compact folding carton solution that you can find around the world, certainly when it comes down to digital printing. So we've taken into account that we have to print 4 colors, that we have to do digital varnish, and then in line we're going to convert the carton to a final carton that can be used in the folding gluing lines. So it's a very let's say advanced solution that we're demonstrating there, but quite unique.
And this is something that visitors to the package printing workshop in Hall 12 can see twice a day at 11 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we're also going to be, I believe, after the morning session, personalising the packaging as well. So that's another interesting development.
Yeah. If you look actually what happened in recent years is that people have got an understanding where digital can actually complement their flexo and their offset environments. But since that awareness is there now, people are also experimenting with it. They're able to give confidence to brand owners to utilize digital printing in a different way. And recently, this certainly past summer in Europe, there's been some big brand owners that have been using using packaging in general actually in a total new way to make packaging more personal and address it and make actually a better link with customers. You've seen that, for example, with the personalized Nutella job. Choco paste job through Facebook, where Ferrero was allowing the Belgian people to make their own labels actually. So and thinking about such kind of campaigns, we've actually decided to change the carton, which was previously called My Moment, into making it more personal. Like for example, in this case, Martin Jan's or Frank's moment or Bert's moment. So making it more personal that the printers themselves can understand from. All right, so I've got this capability now of digital printing, but how do I bring it further now? How can I get more out of it? And certainly give them the confidence also that it's not like gigantically complicated thing. It's simply very straightforward, because we will invite people from the audience to give their name, and on the fly we will type in their name, and in that specific color and font we will on the fly print also the carton, and again you get a full finished carton that can go into a folding gluing line.
Quite a souvenir to take away from Label Expo, I think.
Well, yeah, we have enough supply in house to from toner and cartons to make sure that we can give everybody certainly a few copies of with their own name. Yeah.
So I understand that the carton board you're using is a new one from Melnhof, is that right?
Yeah, indeed. Carton is a very well known supplier into the industry of folding carton material. And they have actually introduced a new carton, Slivia White, sorry. And actually recently we also announced a cooperation between Carton and Xeikon as 2 partners that are going to approach the folding carton printing market, so that also this market, which is so far has been very modest in adapting the digital printing, that also these markets, these printers are actually understanding and understanding the benefit from digital printing and can move on in this direction also. I mean, the label printers for sure have demonstrated clearly or a very nice business case to illustrate to the packaging printing industry that what digital printing can bring. So it's now up to also other printers, either the folding carton printers or the label converters that have know-how of digital printing to move into these new opportunities.
I think it's a very valuable opportunity here at Label Expo to get people to come and look at what digital can offer the carton market, because carton converting in Europe at least I think is a very traditional, conventional way of producing the package printing, if you like, and the concept of many carton converters of using digital at all is a complete anathema. They just don't understand where it's coming from. Yeah, you've actually got a practical working example here of how cartons can be produced on narrow web. What's the web width?
The web width of the machine is 560.
Yeah.
So the printing web width is 508, and in terms of the length, we can do 700 or 1,000 millimeters. So it's like, in terms of sheet size, we're not restricted. So we can do fairly long sheets actually.
In terms of people looking perhaps at going into this for the first time, where are you looking to sell this equipment in terms of the lengths of runs that are commercially viable for them with cartons?
Well, the first customers have already adapted to the newer technology, and these are actually at this point folding carton printers that have taken this technology on board. And when we talk to them, and really these are printers that are across the globe, so even from Chile to Switzerland, from the UK to Asia or Australia, we see that on average people are talking to us that their cutoff point between offset and digital, because in this case we're talking about offset, that their cutoff point lies around 3,000 sheets, which is fairly high. From my understanding, or from when I was looking into the market, because I thought, and maybe that's my own fault, I thought that offset printing was quite advanced and evolved already. But still, when you look to the full complexity of production, you do see that there's quite some waste generated in all the different steps, all combining into a certain startup cost. And this is where with digital printing you can overcome a great deal of that. And where we today are seeing that with the basic technology that we have today, that we are there at cutoff points already at 3,000 sheets, which is, I think, quite high already.
And if there are any carton converters who come and see the demonstrations here at Label Expo and still have any reservations about it, presumably you can take them to see the presses in commercial operation in carton houses. Yeah, indeed.
That's certainly possible. Actually, to be fair, we recently did actually some private demonstrations on the configuration that we demonstrated here. And a lot of the carton printers that were there were really amazed, because they finally realized that they were like always in a fixed pattern, thinking it needs to be sheet fit, it needs to be a flatbed die cutter, it needs to be X, Y, Z. And then suddenly they see a solution of, 20 meters long, and at the end they get a finished carton with setup times that are way below what they're having now. So it helps them. I think what we're able to do here is help the industry to give them some new inspiration actually, and try to look at it from a different angle rather than walking the route that they've been walking for so many years.
They just need to apply some lateral thinking, I think. Filip, thanks very much indeed, and we hope you'll see you all over at the Package Printing Workshop in Hall 12. Thanks, Filip.
Thank you.